Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Leicester City Career Mode episode 27. We're starting off with news that Mark Albrighton is refusing his contract now. He is someone, I offered him as much as he asked for. I don't really want him to leave, but if he leaves, it's not the biggest deal. It's not the end of the world. We do eventually want him to get out of the club eventually as we improve. But look at this right here. Champions League groups have been drawn and we are more or less, we're pretty much in the group of death. Barcelona, AC Milan and Zenit, St. Petersburg. There are some tough groups, but that one is one of the toughest, definitely. And you can see here, I actually played some of the England qualifiers for the World Cup in my own time. Showed it right there. First win 2-0, second win 1-0. So we are still unbeaten as England manager. We are still yet to concede a goal as England manager also. I'm not too sure how long I'll keep it up for, but probably after the World Cup we'll leave. First game of the episode is against Arsenal. Two debuts, Lewis Holtby and Tolga Aliassian getting their starts for the club. We went with a 4-5-1 or 4-2-3-1 in this for the first time in this particular career mode. I'm actually trying out new things. Obviously we've got Valencia and Innes, two of the other signings on the bench. But I'm trying out a new formation because I'm not 100% sure what I want to use for this team. But Schlupp and Aarons combine early on. It goes past Arsian and it falls at the penalty spot for Jamie Vardy. Just 3 minutes into this game, we went practically straight down the left side. As you would have seen, Aarons and Schlupp combining, going down the left side, crossing it in, and it's kind of, I was in control of Arsian, but he just wasn't really going for the ball, so I had to switch to Jamie Vardy, who goes for the header, and is completely Superman punched. He wasn't even Superman punched really, he was headbutted by Ospina, didn't flinch, still managed to get his header into the bottom corner. 3 minutes into this game, we take the lead. Jamie Vardy gets his third goal of the season against Arsenal at the Emirates. Lewis Holtby, he's definitely my favourite signing so far in this career mode, as Jamie Vardy misses an absolute sitter. Had to hit the back of the net with that one. I put too much power on it, but even so, it was wide as well. But we get a corner early in the 16th minute. We're still putting pressure on. Inla is denied by a great save by Ospina. Again, no idea why they're not playing check. Teams just don't like to use their number one keepers on this game against you. I have no idea why, what their reasons are. But moving on, Lewis Holtby is definitely my favourite transfer from the deadline day, from this whole career mode so far. He's just so creative. He just makes stuff happen. It feels like, I don't know, his stats aren't great. He's got some good technical stats, but he just gets into the right places all the time. And I don't know, it must be attacking positioning, but look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this. Alexis Sanchez just completely just levering the ball right there. Jack Wilshere gets the ball out wide. Kind of does a little shuffle, just beats Benawane. Pulls it back to Sanchez, and that he doesn't hold anything back. Usually you'd see them maybe finesse that or take a touch even. He's just taken it on the half volley, weaker foot, smashed it into the top corner and pulled us back to 1-1. But Lewis Holtby, you see here, finding Gokhan Inler, loses it. Ozil plays it into Cazorla, drops it off to Ramsey, into Giroud, takes a touch, goes for the volley, and can you say he's taken down? I don't know. But a penalty is given by the referee. And if you look at this one, I'm not convinced, because there is nothing Benawane can do to get out of the way. Like, Giroud flicks it up. Benawane is just standing his ground. Surely you're allowed to just own your space. Like, he didn't move. Is he supposed to get out of the way? But Baines hit the post anyway, just to avoid us going 2-1 down. And Holtby finds Aarons creating again, one-on-one with the keeper, and Mertesacker with a critical tackle, the long legs. That's a Mertesacker-esque tackle. That's the kind of thing he does in real life. Just buys his time, waits for the perfect time, and then slides in. 88th minute, can we get a winner? Jamie Vardy's shot goes over the bar. You can't blame him for shooting with the form he's on. Jamie Vardy, it's an interesting one. Trying to see if he can score more goals than he did last season, because obviously, from this goal kick also, completely forgot about that. Is that not a foul? That's surely a foul and a red card. The referee's given nothing. Jamie Vardy pounced on the free kick, and I had to show another replay. He clearly gets to the ball first. That is a free kick and a red card. And with a free kick right on the edge of the box, surely we would have been able to put it into the back of the net if we put Mahrez on it or something like that. Because free kicks, Too easy, still. But Nunez, we're training up. But what I was saying, to see if Jamie Vardy, I almost said Vardes. To see if Jamie Vardy could score more goals than he did last season, that's kind of going to be interesting because obviously he has more games to play in, obviously with Champions League, and if he can avoid injury like he was injured last season, if he can avoid injury this season and playing in Champions League, FA Cup, Capital One Cup, maybe even Europa League at some point, if he plays in all them games, then he might be able to get more goals. But at the same time, I don't know, it's going to be difficult because obviously I've changed the sliders to make it harder. Might end up putting it on manual some way through this season, so we'll have to wait and see. But we got AC Milan, our first game in the Champions League proper. Holtby finding errands again. You can see from so many of these highlights, this Holtby creating, just always on the ball, finding a way in space. Inla this time though, finds Tolga Ali Arsian, and he forces a save at Diego Lopez. Arsian is another one. His passing alone just makes him... I love playing with him. Like it's almost impossible to put a pass off target with Arsian as Mancian heads over. He wins almost like every header. His jumping stats are so good. That's what I love, good jumping stats in the centre back. His jumping is so good. He wins like every header he goes for. But Arsian, it's like you see him pinging it in there to Vardy. It's like it's impossible for him to put a pass off target. I don't know exactly what his stats are, but I think he's got the high 80s for short passing and long passing. So he just rarely puts a pass off target. You see Sortiris Ninnis coming off the bench to make his debut for Leicester City. Orlando Aaron's coming off. The team is being hit by fatigue already this season, which makes me think I'm not sure if I actually signed enough players in the transfer window, but I did try. You saw I did try and get some more. Well, you didn't actually see because I didn't show you everyone I was trying to sign, but I did try and get some more players. I was working all the way through the transfer window, but it's Holtby playing a 1-2 with Vardy, and Jamie Vardy in the 83rd minute gets his first goal in the full Champions League competition. Obviously, he scored the winner in the qualifying, but he gets his first goal and Leicester City's first goal in the full Champions League tournament. 1-2 with Lewis Holtby. Jamie Vardy is in. Probably could have squared it to either of the two players. I think it was Holtby and Mahrez next to him, but he decided to just lever it into the back of the net, into the far corner. Jamie Vardy, we've seen him finish a lot like that. We actually saw Neuer pull off a save from a position like that to deny Chamberlain. But obviously, Diego Lopez is a good keeper, but he's not Neuer. So we take a 1-0 lead, and then from here, we're still putting a little bit of pressure on them, but we're not trying. We're trying not to just throw it away. But in the end, I decide to throw across him with Schlapp. They get it clear, but that is it. Our first Champions League game, we win. I think we played pretty well. There was a point in this game where I stopped and I thought, you know what, we can actually win this game. Especially as well, I looked at their team throughout the game at some points and I remembered like AC Milan, they're a big team, but they're not necessarily the best team in the world right now. Like their front two with Bacca and Luis Adriano is obviously a threat. They have some good midfielders in there, some decent defenders, but that's it, decent. They're not the AC Milan that we remember. So I'm pretty sure that I can pick up some points away from home at the San Siro as well. It's just Barcelona who might be a problem when we come up against them. But into the next game of the episode, Sunderland in the league. This is the lineup. This time we went with a 4-4-2. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to play. 4-4-2 wasn't the best last season, but obviously we got a Champions League position using it last season for the majority of the year. But being one of the better sides in the league this year, I kind of want to get more possession in games, and 4-4-2 is just not the way to go. But I went with it this time against Sunderland. Obviously we're at home and Sunderland aren't the best, so I felt like we could dominate most of it even with the 4-4-2. But Sunderland creating the first chance, and it's Barini with his left foot high and wide there, but it's a decent chance for him. And you see here, Danny Simpson got injured in this game. I decided to give him a start. He got injured, so in the end, El Mohammadi had to come on off the bench. He got a rest, but eventually had to come on. And into the next highlight, Mahrez, 22nd minutes. Holtby plays a reverse pass just a few minutes after coming on. El Mohammadi finds the back of the net. That's the second time already this season where we've found him in a position like that, playing from right back, but he's in the right forward position, finding the back of the net. Both times his finish has been pretty impressive. But again, you see here, it's Lewis Holtby with a nice reverse pass. Holtby was definitely my main target for the transfer window, and I'm just happy that I got him. Obviously, we had some other players who we were interested in. Some rumours going around who you might have seen. Kiyotake, we were interested in. Didn't manage to get him, but Holtby, we got him, and I'm happy with that. As Aaron's unleashes a right foot strike. I didn't even know his right foot could produce stuff like that. But Maybe we'll try him on his right foot a little bit more often. I haven't actually tried him on the right side this season. Obviously, sometimes I like to switch my wingers mid-game, and I've done that, but he hasn't really got much going on the right-hand side. Enner Valencia now making his debut in this game. Plays it into Holtby. Nice little shuffle of the feet. Finding Vardy again. Denied by the keeper. Holtby is just creating for fun. He's just a joy to play with. I'm enjoying him so far. As Sunderland come on the attack, Lenz there with a beautiful turn, and he has to take it early because he was closed down by Michael Mancienne, and he actually grazed the top of the crossbar right there. Good defending from Mancienne though to get onto him quickly. Schmeichel with that same animation, man. 75th minute, Sotiris Ninnis with the delivery into Mancienne, and is saved by Pantilimon without even looking at the ball. He had his back to the ball for some reason. I don't know what position you get in where you have your back to the ball, but Ninnis going on a nice run here, getting into the middle, playing it into Aarons, taking his time and smashing it in off the bar. And did it cross the line? It did. You'll see it soon. You'll see the angle. They don't do goal line technology, but you'll see the angle that shows it did cross the line. Ninnis there going on a nice little run, and I actually had to I just took my time because I've been in a few positions like this with Aarons recently, and he's been denied by the keeper. That time I just slowed it down, put the right amount of power on it, almost put too much power on it. Any more power on it probably wouldn't have bounced in, but you see, good finish in the end from Aarons. You saw the angle there, it did bounce in before bouncing out. I think he gets his first goal of the season there, but that's how the game ends. Again, training Nunez, I've shown you his overall. Now his overall at this time of recording is 89. His potential, sorry, is 89 to 95. So he is going to be a beast regardless. You see, he grew nicely there. I'm going to keep training him, especially while he's growing so well. He's almost going up. His next training session, he will advance, hopefully. And we got the game now against MK Dons, the second to last game of the episode. In the Capital One Cup, I believe it is. Must be, yeah, Capital One Cup this early in the season. More intercepts the pass, going straight into the action. Ayoze Perez getting his debut. Kramaric getting his first game since the transfer window. Denied by the keeper. Ayoze Perez couldn't get there. And this attack, in the end, is played to Sotiris Ninnis. Into Delay. Across to Ayoze Perez. Back to Delay. He tries to put it in the box, and in the end, this attack comes to nothing. But Kramaric should have scored with that chance there. But poor touch there into Danny Drinkwater, plays it across to Jack Barkley-Barmby, and he smashes it into the back of the net, in off the post. I say Barkley-Barmby because obviously I mentioned before he feels so much. For some reason, he feels just like Ross Barkley in this game. Like, he feels just obviously not as good. He's not as good on the ball. His shooting isn't as good, but you would never know from there with that position. Obviously, Ross Barkley has probably, well, I'm guessing he has, does he have 5-star weak? He probably doesn't have 5. They don't give too many people 5-star, but Ross Barkley probably has 4-star weak foot. Don't think Jack Barmby has that. But Jack Barmby's good. I like him. I like playing him. His overall isn't great. I think it's his 66 or 67. He's not the best. Obviously, now with us in the Champions League, he's not going to get as many chances as he would have if we didn't make Champions League last season. But he plays it out there to Perez, who plays it out wide to Albrighton. And he just smashes it in past the keeper. Usually, Albrighton is the kind of guy who you see getting it out wide, putting it into the box early with nice deliveries, but this time he just decided, let me take it into the box, smashes it. The keeper should have done better. Oh, no two ways about it. Maybe he thought it was going near post, but that's not even an excuse. It goes right in between his hands. Keeper should have saved it. And 2-0 up, 50 minutes in. MK Dons come down the other end, and it's put into the back of the net. Nothing else really to say about that. We played Benjamin Sigris in this game, giving him a chance, and right there he should have done better. I feel like Kasper Schmeichel would have saved that, but he should have saved it. It took way too long to get down and smother the ball. Maybe that's his reflexes or reactions. I don't know what stat is that made him take so long to come down and just smother the ball, but we've given him a chance. Didn't really make the most of it, and from kickoff, nice little interplay. Jack Barmby finessing it into Ayoze Perez with a nice pass, and Ayoze Perez gets his first goal as a Leicester City striker early on in the game. Well, not early on in the second half, and it's in the Capital One Cup. Hope maybe he could push for a Premier League start. I have nothing against it. Obviously, if we play the 4-5-1, then it makes it harder for him to get a position, because next in line will probably be Enner Valencia, because he's played quite well. But obviously, if Perez is getting the goals, he might have to start. But obviously, this is just against MK Dons, but a goal is a goal. We'll take it. puts us 3-1 up right after conceding. And MK Don's coming back down the other side. Now just watch this here. The header from Church hits the post, rebound hits the bar, and look at that save from Benjamin Sigris. Now he was getting on him for conceded the first, but it's a great save there. MK Dons win it back. Benavente into Reeves, great dribbling, plays it back, and it's another great save from Benjamin Sigris. He's only a 63 overall, but if he's making saves like that, he'll have to get game time. Great save again there, and I had to show another replay. Church hits the post, hits the bar, and it's this save. He gets up so quick, gets across, and throws an arm at it, and it's a brilliant save, man. And again, the second one wasn't as great, but the first one was brilliant. Maybe the best, probably the best save I've seen on FIFA so far this year, FIFA 16. And Leon Moore there getting another chance off the keeper's. Did the keeper save it, or I think the Benawane header was blocked and it just fell to Moore, who headed it wide. And you see Sigris getting man of the match. Now obviously I'm not too sure about him because he did make the mistake for the goal, but he did make great saves. So we'll just have to wait and see. He will get another chance because of that save. That earned him another chance. And you see right there, Okazaki in the news clippings not settling into Liverpool, which I kind of knew. He's not really quality for a top Premier League team. So, but we got the money for him. We got about 10 million for him, and I had to accept that for a 30-year-old. So I'm quite happy with the business. We brought in Valencia and Ayoze Perez to replace him. We still have Kramaric. But into the game with Cardiff, 14 minutes in, well-worked goal. It's Jamie Vardy again. I do not know what it is about this guy. He's just always in the goals. He's always there, and he's not got the best stats. He's a 72 overall, which is absolutely ridiculous. Even before this season, when he started this 10 goals in a row streak, even before this season, he had to be better than a 72. Got to be at least like a 74, 75, maybe 76. But in the next FIFA, he'll definitely be higher. I feel like he'll be about a 77. But you see, I mentioned how my finishing technique of just getting into the right position, opening the body, and then just tapping the shoot button, it usually rolls under the keeper. But recently, the keepers have been saving it, and that there is a brilliant save, because if you watch his footwork, he really wasn't in position to save that. And then he's just managed to stick a foot out and deny us. Disappointing nonetheless. But you see here, Inler gets the ball into the back of the net, and you can watch it back because they didn't show a replay, but I just don't see a foul there. They gave a foul against I don't know who won the first header. Maybe it was Mancian, but they gave a free kick against the first header, and I do not know why. But we get another corner kick here. Mahrez whipping in another good delivery onto the head of Fabian Schär, and he gets it into the back of the net. Now that's his second goal for the club since joining, and we'll take that. He's only played a handful of games, but he scored 2 goals already, and that is more. I'm pretty sure that's more goals than Wes Morgan scored all season last year, because I can only remember him scoring in the opening game last season. More goals than Benawane scored, more goals than any of my defenders scored last season. So maybe apart from Schlupp. So we'll take that. If he's scoring goals, he's good in the air, he's quite tall, he's good with his feet. Maybe he can get some more. 2-0, plays it into Vardy. That was well worked. You see that highlight started from all the way back in our own box. Vardy denied by only the keeper though, and it's a good save right there by Kasper Schmeichel. 72 minutes in, we're looking like we're about to get a win. 2-0 up. Jamie Vardy picks the ball up in his own half here on the counter-attack. Jamie Vardy in this position, I doubt there's anyone else you want in this position. Even Walcott is faster than Vardy, but it feels like Vardy is just so much more powerful when he's running into space. Jack Barmby there just took too long to sort his feet out. Right foot, left foot taking touches. And in the end, it's still a great save from the keeper. Look at that, just strong hand there, denying him. I think it's Marshall. And Jack Barmby denied by the keeper. But that was the end of this game. Another nice win. Mahrez man of the match with 2 assists. And look at all the ways Núñez is going up in this training session. Overall going up, he's a 63. He does so well in training as well. 3 Bs and an A. Goes up to a 63 overall. And as soon as he hits 17, I'm going to promote him, because I'm waiting for him to grow a little bit. He's 5'7" at the moment, which is tall enough. But if he grows, once he ages, if he grows to maybe 5'9", 5'10", probably 5'9" preferably. That's perfect height for me. I'd love that. And then he'd be the perfect player right now. He might go straight into left back. I'm not too sure, but we'll wait and see. And right now you're looking at top scorers, top assisters, clean sheets. That's going to be the end of this episode. But basically, Núñez I'm so looking forward to not only promoting him but also seeing how good he can grow in this career mode, because I just can't wait. We'll have to do a lot of years to see his growth properly, but I plan on doing that anyway. Maybe 6, 7 seasons, maybe even 8 or more. We'll just have to wait and see. But that's the end of this episode, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Return. I might have more episodes up today. Just wait and see. Wait and see. Bye, guys.